All right, good morning. Christmas Eve, yeah. All right, so I want to go step by step just to do open up one simple, something I consider safe, put credit spread this morning. Um, Usually I do this on my mobile app because it's way faster. Desktop seems to be super slow, um, just in reacting and filling compared to mobile, and I've always had that since I started using it. um, which is why I just use mobile all the time. Plus, most of the time I'm out of the house anyhow. Anyhow, so we are going to look at Tesla. So, first thing is choose a date. When you are considering a date, you um, if it's out further, you're going to be able to collect more. So let's just take a look at maybe, okay, we're going to be selling puts, right? So let's say 600 expiring the 31st is going to be 443. And we go out a couple weeks, and a 600 is almost 2,000. So as you can see, the farther we go out, the more money we're going to be able to collect. So we can use that to our advantage. And the reason for this is because we're selling time. We're giving that stock time to move, which is it's bad for us because the more time, the more it can move. So at 650, if I sold one expiring in 5 minutes, I could sell one just barely below it, and that'd be super comfortable. But if I sold a 620 out 3 weeks, there's more of a chance for it to move out there. That's the reason you get more money with time. And then you also get more money the higher it is, or the closer it is to the strike price, because from 645, it is more likely to go down to 640 or 630 than it is to, 330, 355. And that's the reason that you only get $78 way down here. And it's a combination of those things, time and the strike price, that's going to determine how much collateral we're going to get. So there's always going to be kind of a sweet spot, for me. There might be a different sweet spot for you, just kind of what you're comfortable with. And also the let's see, it doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't show it on this setup. But also, you can, as far as odds and statistics, if you collect 20% premium, statistically, like according to all the um, computers and the calculations, if you select 20% premium, or you collect it, then there's a 20% chance that you'll lose it all. So, or on the other side, an 80% chance that you're going to keep it all. That's how the math works out. So let's just open one very simply this morning. Um, I think we were talking about yesterday, January 29th. We're looking to collect $100 on a $500 premium. It doesn't even go down this far, that's right. I don't know why. Oh, no, we were talking about January 19th. So there's there's always going to be monthlies kind of like in the middle of the month, and they have more options than the update. So February 19th is going to be our expiration. So you can definitely dive in and learn what every stitch of this really means as far as strike price and what even selling a put is, right? Selling a put gives the right for somebody else to sell you the shares at $500. And when you buy one, you are buying the right to buy them at $495, which means if it goes down, let's say it goes down to 480, then somebody's going to want to buy shares for $500. You have secured the right to buy them for $495. So, which means you have to sell them at a $5 loss at that point. Or I'm sorry, did I get this backwards? I still do when I'm talking about it, but you'll have to buy them for $500 from somebody because you sold this, and the $495 you'll have to sell them to somebody, or you have the right to sell them to somebody at $495. So that's your $5 loss. Each contract is 100 shares. So that's what gives you that $500 loss. But you actually have a little bit less potential of losing $500 because it'll be less than $500 because it's the $500. This is your maximum risk because worst case scenario, you have to buy them and sell them for $5 cheaper. But you also have the credit that you're going to collect, so that comes off the difference. So just for easy math, let's say that was 100. That means you've collected $100, or in this case 90, put it in your pocket, and you have $500 risk for that. Anyways, this is a pretty simple one. I feel it's fairly safe. I'm going to do this one. So it looks like there is about $90 credit here. We are going to select one contract, and not sure how fast these filled. These were super slow the other day. Let's see if we can get $95. This is actually way faster than the other day. Maybe I did it in the morning when there was a lot of activity. Let's throw be canceled. Okay. Let's get $90. All right, so we're filled. So you can take your time and you can read and figure out exactly what all this means. But the important thing to know is that if Tesla stock does not go below $500 on February 19th, it could dip below that before then. You might have a problem, but likely not. But if it ends up above 500 on February 19th, 530, 540, or even 640 where it's at, you keep that $90 that we just got. That's in our account now. You have $500 that Robinhood holds onto just in case you need to buy shares at 500 and sell them back at 495. That covers that cost. Once after February 19th, you get your $500 back, and no matter what happens, you keep this $90. So if you want kind of a visual of what happens, I use options. What is it? Options profit calculator. So let's put our spread in there. So this is a put spread. This is kind of handy. Alright, so let's sell. So this you can enter into any spread, and you can kind of see day by day what your price should do. Let's see, so what did we do? We did a, oops, we did a 500, and we bought the 495. Alright, so you can see the spread price. I have to agree to this. Alright, so you can see here the cost of this spread, 89 cents. And you can also see what happens. You can basically see what happens with this spread as time goes on. So it's kind of a odd chart. Here's where Tesla is right now. This is where we lose all our money if it goes all the way down. Let's see. I want a graph range. So I just made the graph go down a little bit lower so you can see when you actually lose all your money. So this is the kind of cool thing to look at, because you can see if Tesla goes down, we still keep our $89. If it goes up, we keep our $89, and if it stays the same, we make our $89. This is why this strategy works so well for me. The only way that you lose money is if it goes, you know, way far down. And in this case, it has to go down quite a bit. It has to lose $150, 24%. So that's pretty unrealistic. But you can see, even if it goes down, initially, you're going to show some negative. And that's why on those days where I'm down 14,000, 16,000, 5,000, or whatever, I'm like, that's okay, because we can go down here initially, and initially it doesn't take very much movement at all. You only have to be down a little bit, and your account will show that it's negative, right? Also, we know Tesla tends to drop pretty quick, and then it'll rebound. So if you open it up today, Tesla drops to 690, right? Let's say Happy New Year, Tesla drops down to 590, and let's say you opened up 10 of these, right? You're gonna see negative $400. I'm like, oh no, down $400. Not really. You still have plenty of time. So you still have like another month and a half essentially for it to rebound and end up somewhere up here. Can it come down here? Can you lose all your money? Absolutely, 100%. It's definitely possible. But the other tool that we have, because we have time, because we picked an expiration date out more than a month, because time always has value, we'll have room to be able to move that out. So an example of when this has happened has been like during battery day, right? I don't know how much you follow the stock, but during battery day, everybody had these expectations that that it was going to be more than it was. So they thought, oh, we're going to get an announcement of, you know, that these batteries have already been used and they're already in like mass production. And I can't remember what all the rumors were, but there was like a tons of speculation. And when it turned out to just be a battery day, it dropped quite a bit. So, so if you had a put spread expiring like right then, like right on that Friday or something, um, that wouldn't give you enough time to push it out because it's lost almost all its value. So that would be basically like if you're, you know, it's the 14th and it drops right here, it just doesn't give you much time. But as you can see, if you're only like a week in here and it drops way down, you've lost $200, but that's only halfway. That means it still has like half its value compared to closer to the end when it's, you know, pretty much lost everything. Anyways, I know this has kind of been a rambling video, but I've been asked some pretty basic questions, and this is a spread that obviously I would open. I did open, and let's see how we're doing. How are we doing today? Anyways, all right, sweet. So we're down $500. So I think this is a pretty good day so far. Down 500, down 1,000, something like that. Usually is pretty good. I feel like, as long as we're not down like 100,000. Let's see. I just don't use this at all. Oh, NEO must be down quite a bit today. Yeah, time to jump off here, and I want to see what's going on in the market. I haven't paid attention one lick to any news. All right, you guys have a good Christmas, good Christmas Eve. Make a lot of money.